Hello, folks. Hope you can hear and see me okay. Welcome. And I'm actually your host today with Amtrak Vacations. My name is Clark Dumart, and I am the business development executive here at Amtrak Vacations. And I've actually been here about 5 years. I actually started as a salesperson, selling and planning these trips for folks just like yourselves for almost 4 years. And I'm excited to be talking with you all about what could be your potential next dream vacation with Amtrak Vacations. Our national parks by rail is the main topic we're going to be covering today. I'll start by just showing you this fantastic map of the United States. And this, if you can already guess, this is where Amtrak goes all throughout the United States. As you can see, we've got these lovely little cartoons of the main national parks featured all throughout the United States. Really anywhere that Amtrak goes, we go. And it's a great way to incorporate transportation to get from place to place, especially if you're looking to combine multiple destinations and multiple national parks in one trip. For this presentation today, we're going to be focusing on the national parks, especially the ones that go out west. Now, why take Amtrak? What's one of the benefits? Well, this is one of the biggies. The train does take you quite literally to the park's doorsteps. I'll name one example: Grand Canyon National Park. The train actually goes right into the park, which is really really nice. Now, Amtrak does it, the Grand Canyon Railway does, but we get you to where the Grand Canyon Railway actually starts. You could actually take the steam engine right into the south rim of the Grand Canyon, which we are, by the way, the biggest partner of Grand Canyon Railway. So if you're looking to do Grand Canyon, it's a great way to do it. Same thing with Glacier National Park. In fact, Amtrak goes right into East Glacier, which is right where the Glacier Park Lodge is located. And we'll talk about that and many others as we move forward here. Now, another big reason that Amtrak Vacations should, and I think it can be a big part of your next vacation, is there are no lines, no hassle, no stress. It's not like an airport. You don't have to get there 2 3 hours beforehand. You can actually get there just before it departs. And as long as you're there on time with your luggage, you're good to go. I recommend 30 to 40 minutes at least. Maybe give yourself a little bit more time just for added peace of mind. But there's over 500 stations throughout the United States and Canada, and Amtrak is certainly there to help you get to your next national park. You could see multiple parks in one trip. We could customize any vacation package with the amount of time you're looking to be traveling. Here's the ultimate one. Now, I'm not saying you have to do this. This is about a 3.5 week vacation that incorporates most, if not all, of the main national parks west of Chicago. But this one, if you've got the time for it, we do recommend taking advantage of it. This goes everywhere from the West Coast, where you've got, of course, Yosemite and even Muir Woods out there, but also Grand Canyon, the Mighty Five of Utah, Yellowstone, Grand Teton National Park, and then Glacier, and even Mount Rainier and Olympic National Parks up in the Seattle and Washington region. We have thousands, hundreds and thousands of tours and sightseeing activities in our database. So you have the ability to completely select any individual tour to fit what you're looking for. If you want a guided tour, if you want maybe just admission into a certain place, maybe a viewing part of the park, maybe national park out like Grand Canyon. We have those options. If you're looking for a big group, a small group, here's one example: the Pink Jeep Tour of Grand Canyon National Park. It features just a small group. As you can see there, as many as will fit in a Jeep. And it makes for a really nice kind of personal dynamic. But again, we can really fit what you are looking to accomplish. And we have tons and tons of options. Now, for many of you, the journey is probably a big component to the entire experience. So we do always recommend, why not enhancing that experience by upgrading to a sleeping accommodation? I don't know too many folks who can travel multiple days in a row in just a seat, right? There's so much more that comes with the sleeping accommodations, which I will actually go over here now. We have multiple different types of cabins available. You can upgrade to what we call the first class roomette or the deluxe bedroom. I'll go over each one with you in just a moment. But when you upgrade to those sleeping accommodations, especially when you're going to be going overnight on Amtrak, number one, you're getting all of your meals included: breakfast, lunch, dinner, depending on the time of day. You can have them delivered right to your room if you wish. Likewise, you can also have them and enjoy them in the dining car. You'll have open access to use that. People in coach don't have access. So it's pretty exclusive. You also get access to the observation car, that famous dome with the windows on all three sides. Some of the best views on board. You can go in there anytime and you get priority access when you have a sleeper option. You also get access to the lounges at the main stations, such as Chicago or Los Angeles. This often gets overlooked and definitely not something to be forgotten. It's sort of like a first class option. If you've ever been in one of those airport lounges, they're very similar. They're very nice. It's a great place to go relax, be quiet, and away from the crowds. The bustling part of the Amtrak station potentially, maybe in Chicago. Maybe get a bite to eat, get a drink, enjoy that time. It should be stress free. Enjoy the lounge while you have access to it. Not to mention a first class attendant in each of the sleeping compartment that'll help with whatever you need, including changing your seats into beds, delivering meals, answering any questions or concerns you may have. So they're there for you and to help you. The roomette, here's a nice little diagram, give you a little better idea of what you'd be dealing with. Now, I can tell you from experience, this is on the cozier side. So, as I like to put it when I was selling, you really have to like who you're traveling with. You're going to get to know them a heck of a lot more when you're traveling in a roomette. Like I said, it is on the cozier side. During the day, these are actually two seats that face each other. So it is on the smaller side, but dollar for dollar, you really cannot beat the value because you get access to a toilet and shower down the hall from your room. But let's say you're not a fan of sharing with strangers. Totally understandable. You're going to probably want to see if there's any deluxe bedrooms available when you're taking these long distance trains. These are going to be far more comfortable. They're a bit larger. They're in fact about twice the size. They actually feature their own private built-in toilet and shower within your cabin. So you don't have to share with anyone other than yourselves. But remember, when you upgrade to any of these options, meals are included and all those other perks we talked about are going to be included. Now, at all of our hotel accommodations, we have a variety at most of the national parks, and we can actually book accommodations in the park as well as outside it. So if you want to be really immersed in that experience, we can cater to what you're looking for. And you can pick the size of your room if you want, a bed with just one queen is all you need, or maybe you prefer a king or need one, or multiple beds. If you're traveling as a family, you need a suite style. Let us know what sort of accommodation you're looking for, and we can do our best to accommodate. We have a variety of different room types, so that you get what you like. Now, we at Amtrak Vacations have a phrase where we like to say we speak train. It's kind of its own language. We are the rail experts. So if you're not having the easiest time building the route or understanding the timing of the train, that's what we're here for. Don't stress out. Just give us a call. We're open 7 days a week, by the way, seven days, Sunday through Sunday, and we can book up to 2 years in advance. That's a huge advantage. If you've ever gone on Amtrak.com, you might already know this, but they actually don't release their tickets till 11 months in advance. You can book those tickets 13 or 15 months out. You're getting ahead of the game. So just keep that in mind, and we can package it with hotels, with tours, with transfers to make it an all-inclusive type vacation. We also, on our website, amtrakvacations.com, have this wonderful feature where you can actually search by destination on our very interactive map. When you click on any of those options, any of those national parks, it'll zoom in and give you different options for pre-built packages, which again can all be customized, but also the different hotel and accommodations that we feature, the different tour options, lengths of time. But don't stress out again trying to build something if you're gonna if you're running into a problem. That's what we're here for. Just give us a call. We'll walk you through it. But if you feel like messing around on our website a little bit, seeing what's available, this is a great feature. Actually, pretty new this year. One of our most popular vacation packages is this one, the Grand National Parks with Grand Canyon, Yosemite, and Glacier. But again, this can be done in reverse. This can be done with other national parks instead of others. So you have full customization ability here. This one is about a 2-week trip from start to finish. We include all of your connections on Amtrak, accommodations off the train, all of your transfers and sightseeing tours at each of these stops, and a number of meals actually when you're off the train. Here's a little screenshot I included here. Just when you're in San Francisco, I thought this was kind of interesting because obviously we know that there's tons and tons of hotels in San Francisco, right? How are you going to pick one? Well, we try to narrow it down for you based on convenience, comfort level, our feedback from our travelers. So Here's a great example of what you might see when you're on our website looking at San Francisco when you are visiting Yosemite, right? So the Hotel Zephyr is the most popular. It's right in the Fisherman's Wharf. Same with the Kimpton Alton Hotel. That's actually recommended by many of our staff based on experience. And then the Intercontinental, if you're looking for something a little bit more upgraded, we feature a variety, 3, 4, and 5 diamond level. But these are just a small sample of some of the many that we feature just in San Francisco. Now, here's one example of a package that can be done if you want to focus on more or less the West Coast, or focus on the California Zephyr, which is going to take you from Chicago all the way to San Francisco. This is actually considered one of the most scenic trains in the entire country, and for good reason. This one actually happens to start in Denver. To be honest with you, between Chicago and Denver, it is beautiful, but want to get to the mountains faster, just start in Denver, because once you leave Denver, go west, you're going straight through the Rockies. You can stay there a couple of days, have a nice tour of the Rockies, continue and stop in Grand Junction. We'll include a rental car or a transfer for you to get to the mighty five of Utah. You can stop at Salt Lake, go up and see Yellowstone, maybe extend it and want to see Grand Tetons, and then continue to that West Coast in San Francisco, where it's a great way to see or Yosemite National Park from there. Another variation of this, America's National Park, it's just a shorter version. It's essentially just cutting out the trip from Salt Lake to San Francisco. That's essentially what this is, America's National Parks. So if you're a little bit more crunched for time and you want to focus on more of the Rocky Mountains and Yellowstone area in Utah, this is a great one. I can't tell you how many times I talked about this. And of course, Glacier National Park. I can't do a national park presentation and not mention Glacier. This is actually our #1 bestseller every year. It sells out mainly because it's only open from June to September. So my advice to you, since you can book 2 years in advance, try to get ahead of it as much as you can. However, if you're looking for a spontaneous trip, want to see if there's availability, you can still call us, see if we can make something work. Just typically we'll want to be as flexible as you can, just in case the day you're looking for isn't available. Maybe we move it by a day or a week or a month, because we do have that 3-month season to work with. But Glacier National Park, absolutely a great way to see Glacier, because the Empire Builder stops in East Glacier, which is where the Glacier Park Lodge is located. So I hope this gives everyone a nice bit of a starting point, and maybe some helpful pointers, and answer maybe some of your questions on your next big vacation. And if there's something particular you're looking for, if you have a specific question about Amtrak or building these, or would like a quote, please don't hesitate. Give us a call. The number on your screen, 1-800-268-7252, or go on our website to get started, amtrakvacations.com. We have tons and tons of wonderful options. We're so excited to help you for your next vacation. And thank you again for taking some time today to listen to my presentation. I hope you found it helpful. Bye-bye.